Hey there, YouTubers. Going to do a review of this Sawyer brand insect repellent. Pretty great stuff. I had done an initial review, and now that I've used it, I figured I'd talk about it. And I'm going to start off at the beginning because I'll talk too long, but I'll say thumbs up. I highly recommend both of it. This first one is, it has permethrin in it. And what you do with that is you spray it on pretty heavy and soak things. And then you can soak, I told somebody about it and they soaked their tent with it. And it seemed to work well for them, they said. And I've soaked clothes and my boots and socks and stuff like that. And from everything I can tell, it worked. The one downside to this permethrin stuff is they say it's okay for dogs. And some people even spray it on their dogs. I would never do that personally. But it's toxic to cats. So what I ended up doing is I sprayed my boots with it and I sprayed my socks with it. I never sprayed any more of my clothes because I was mainly just worried about ticks. But once I sprayed those, I kept them in the outside compartment of the RV just in case. Also, it is pretty great stuff that it is effective for 42 days or 6 washings. And from everything I could tell, it really did work. I was out one day without it, and I did get a tick on my socks. And the days that I went out with it, and I did a lot of hiking in an area in North Dakota where people told me they were having a lot of ticks, and I didn't get any. So I highly recommend this. And this one is more of a lotion that you put on, and I will tell you that I've used DEET a lot. And I think this stuff is much better than DEET. And it's not as toxic. DEET can be bad, but this stuff really did work. Now, the only disclaimer I'll tell you is, you have some people that mosquitoes just won't leave them alone and attack them. And you have the other people that not so much. Well, I'm one of those not so much people. Mosquitoes just don't crave me when they see me out there. But, I didn't get any bites with it. When I had this on, I didn't get any bites. And when I didn't have it on, I occasionally got some bites. So for mosquitoes and ticks, absolutely this stuff works. Now, nowhere on here does this say that it'll work on black flies. But if you've ever been in the Northwoods, you know black flies are terrible. I had one day when I didn't put this on and I was out and about away from it, and the black flies were biting through socks. They bit through my shirt. I mean, black flies up in the UP of Michigan and Canada and just the North Woods are really nasty creatures. I think technically they are the state bird of Canada. So I highly recommend this stuff, but I think it really did help with the black flies. Actually, I can't guarantee you that it will help with them, because if you've been in areas with black flies, they're kind of weird. If you get around when it's wet, they come out after it rains, and they like sandy areas. So sometimes with black flies, you can be 20 yards in either direction and get attacked by them and move 20 yards and not so much. So it's not easy to tell you for sure that this works on black flies because they made no claims that it does. But in my use of it in 2 months, I think it helped with the black flies. I sure liked my days with this on better than my days that I didn't put this on. So, Sawyer brand lotion and Sawyer brand soaking whatever it is you want to soak. You can soak anything, and like I said, it lasts 42 days. And it'll last through washing your clothes even. You just have to soak things pretty well with this stuff. But if you're looking for good insect repellent, I think this stuff is not 1 thumbs up, but 2 thumbs up. It's better than DEET. And I'm pretty sure on all my travels, I'll have this stuff in my RV. Hope that was helpful. My personal experience with it is a good one, so have a great and wonderful day. Oh, and I got some other stuff I'm going to add. So there's a tick on a sock without any Sawyers on it. Let's spray them. This stuff goes on clothes and fabrics, not your skin.
He ain't dead yet. You're supposed to let it dry, I know, but I think that would still kill him. That bit seemed to get him. But he ain't dead.
It seemed like it was trying to get away from it.
I gotta tell you, I'm surprised. I figured he'd be dead. I think he died. Alright, he looks dead now. Yeah, he's dead.
Took about 4 minutes for it.
I don't like killing stuff, but good riddance to ticks. Yeah, he's well and truly dead. Or I'll say it this way. I won't do the voice, but I've thoroughly examined her, and she's not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead. So, it took it a little bit, but that Sawyer stuff got it. I just sprayed my boots too.
Alright, on a long trip, you gotta keep things clean too.
Alright, that's better, but not great at all. Now, that scared the crap out of the cats. I don't think they've ever been in here for a car wash. I don't know where they're at. They're hiding somewhere. Alright. Alright, housekeeping. I got 2 weeks out of the cooler. So it's time to clean. It's got a little smell to it.
Remember, it's not all sunsets.
You get the idea. Now we're gonna wash these ice packs.
Alright, as I mentioned in the thrift store video, this is what I've been using to do dishes. It was brand new. It's one of those bug scrapers for your car, because I always forget something, and when I forgot was my dishcloth. Doing dishes in a bucket. That's what I do. I've had this Ivation mini dehumidifier for a few years now. I don't know if we can see how much light we're getting. But there's the water line. It still pulls a lot of water out, and I've even dropped it and cracked it, but it's still plugging along. So if you're looking for a mini dehumidifier, I highly suggest this Ivation one. And if you have an RV, they're an awesome thing. I still like the damp rid and all that good stuff, that kind of thing. But this has got no mess, and it seems to do better than damp rid even. So if you have some electricity, it's a great little device. This is my awning, and a couple years ago the wind ripped it right off, broke that part that they don't make the part anymore. My great neighbor helped me make a new part. Worked great on the trip. Have a great and wonderful day.